All right, now I know I'm saying this sarcastically, but this one gets a big wow. Like, wow, I never thought that was happening. I never thought in a million years this could be happening. But let me read to you a headline here, and this is in All Israel. It is allisrael.com, and it says, China could be spying on Israel. Israeli security expert warns. Now, he says primary concern is China's intelligence sharing deal with Iran. Do you think? All right, let me tell you what Nir Ben Moshe says, who's the former director of security of the defense establishment in the Israeli Ministry of Defense. By the way, that's a big deal. This is a guy that, according to Israel, really knows what he's talking about. Let me read to you this quote. It says this, quote, China sees Israel as a leading technological power and therefore it is not impossible that alongside its public cooperation with Israel, Beijing is engaged in espionage activity against blue and white companies and institutions. Beijing doesn't do that. They don't spy on their friends, do they? Let's continue on with the quote. It says, civilian, military, and government alike. And he goes on to say, Israel's advanced capabilities in elite technology, cyber, medicine, agriculture, and more have the potential to contribute technologically to almost every aspect of China's build-up plans. Thus, Israel is an attractive source of technologies needed in China, as explicitly expressed by the Comprehensive Partner for Innovation signed between countries in 2017. Yeah, you ain't kidding. And Israel does stand in the number one area when it comes to its technological capacity and ability. And folks, China won't hesitate for a second. Well, let me rephrase this. The Chinese Communist Party won't hesitate for a second to take advantage of those resources of Israel. Folks, this is the conclusion that I'm coming to here. When you look around at all the nations that surround Israel, it would seem that there is a growing lust, and that's the word I'm going to use, a growing lust for everything that Israel has. It would seem as though the nations that immediately surround Israel want everything that Israel has. And I know somewhere in the Bible, I think Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39, it says that Israel is going to eventually get attacked at some point. And when they get attacked by a man whose title is Gog, who is the leader of Russia, and has a conglomerate of nations with him, they are going to attack their friend on the basis of their desire and lust for all that Israel has. And folks, I think that time is coming soon. I think that we are watching more and more and more instability in the region, and Iran is being given more and more power to prevail, even though it could have been squashed a long time ago. Why? Because the Bible says that the end game involves Iran attacking with China, Turkey, Sudan, Russia, and everybody else. Folks, it's going to be unbelievable. And we're watching all of this take place, and you shouldn't be surprised with news articles like this. But it does help to connect the dots. So on we go, you guys. God bless you. Keep looking up because Jesus is coming soon.